Okay, so Edward got her pregnant while she was 16? Is that what happened?
No. So, if I'm not wrong, Bella was already, like, about to graduate, I think.
Okay,
That makes
so
sense.
he was 16.
No, he's 17.
He's 17. So is she older than him when she gets her pregnant? I didn't read Twilight.
Okay,
Because
but-
I have self-respect.
Okay, but technically, Edward has lived for I don't know how long. I don't know how long he's lived.
I don't want to know.
Probably a while. We're not gonna get into the whole pedo situation, but
Yeesh.
like I guess if we're talking like his body,
You know, ew. Let's not discuss that.
either way it's gonna be bad anyway. So he got Bella pregnant
Oh, God.
before she turned into a vampire. She was in labor, and then they had to save her because she was losing a lot of blood because the baby was sucking her blood dry. So
That's what happens?
yeah, so they had to, I think, if I'm not wrong, make her drink chicken blood out of a freaking, I don't know,
What?
out of
They had to do
a
what?
straw or some shit. And then because she was dying, they had to turn into a vampire so she doesn't flatline.
Oh, that is a horrible brute story. Oh my God. Okay, now here's the big question. Can vampires produce sperm?
That all comes down to the undead mechanic.
How dead is a vampire?
How does vampire venom work?
Okay, so here's the logic that I personally go to. It's that they don't choose their fangs as a straw for the blood. They use it to make the wound and then drink the blood from there. But the venom comes out of the fangs because, yeah, that's how it works usually.
It's kind of like a snake.
Yeah, that's how I always pictured it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, are vampire fangs a reproductive organ?
Interesting thought.
You gotta think about it. Does that mean vampire venom is their equivalent to sperm?
I mean, yeah.
So, does that mean they reproduce? Would
Oh
they
my
count?
gosh! Wait, no. If they bite into a piece, like a piece of steak, would that muscle start pulsating?
Well, they're not unless they're letting the venom out, which I assume they can do willingly.
But if they can't, let's say it just comes out whenever you stab something.
Well, that would make drinking really inconvenient, no?
Well,
That would
it's
mean,
their
like-
own venom. They can drink it.
But like then the person they're trying to drink from turns into a vampire.
Well, that's an easy route.
What do you mean easy route?
I don't know. But okay, yeah. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, reproductive organ.
Would you say a vampire reproduces asexually?
Yeah, I guess.
But like, it's technically two people involved in this.
Yeah. They don't reproduce asexually, but the way sexually is interpreted in this context is interesting.
Does that mean when the fang goes in the body, that counts as?
Penetration. Let's go. Okay. Now, let's say they can't produce sperm, which I don't get how.
You don't want to face the topic I just put on the table.
Spermatogenesis way. Anyway,
So,
a dampier exists.
how does do they count as stillborns?
That would be sick.
Okay, I know. Okay, we've talked about this once. Can vampires infect zombies? I raise you this: are vampires not technically a type of zombie?
True. But it's like out of supernatural
Because, like,
causes.
logically, they get turned into this living corpse because of venom or some sort of thing entering their bloodstream. Is that not, by definition, a zombie?
That is true. They are technically zombies.
So
but
that
like
means
in
that-
a different way.
So does that mean, in our old theory, where like, what would happen if a vampire faced a zombie? Is that even possible? Because technically they are already a zombie. Can you get double infected by two different zombie viruses?
I mean, like you said, okay, if vampires are technically immune to illness, then technically it's kind of like a one-sided thing where only vampires can turn zombies into vampires. Because if zombies...
So that means that technically the zombie can get double virus infection, if you want to count venom as that type.
Okay, but like, here's the thing. If they can't get infected, then that would mean the zombie would just turn into a full vampire. Probably with a lot of missing organs or something.
Oh my god, remember our question from earlier. Are vampires immune? If vampires are immune, not immune, can't have garlic because of healing properties, right? Are they allergic to healing properties in general? Does that mean you could scare a vampire off using your painkiller medication?
NyQuil, go! Tylenol, go! Advil, go!
Panadol.
Panadol.
Oh my god, can you scare?
It burns.
Can you scare a vampire off with tolak angin?
Oh, tolak vampire. Yeah, it has healing properties. Wait, then that means they're also allergic to ginger.
Well, they can't eat anyway.
I guess that's true. Wait,
So what does the garlic have to do to get the vampire to go away?
I don't know. I remember there was something. I looked it up once, but I forgot.
I read like they can't eat human food. That is a thing. They can't eat human food.
Those kind of like ghouls, Tokyo ghoul type.
Do you think they're immune to back pain since they sleep in coffins?
Probably, yeah. They're dead. They're probably stuff all over.
Jeez, what a sucky way to have an afterlife. Can you imagine? Okay, here's the question. This is a thing I've been wondering. About the dampier thing, since that was what started this conversation. How does dampier aging work? Because you're technically dead. Do you just like
It's
stay...
just a baby stillborn walking around.
Oh, that's a terrifying thought, actually. Oh, stillborns are... Oh, God.
Okay, but okay. Wait, let's think of it this way. Edward got Bella Prager because Bella was the human. Now let's switch that. What if the human...
Do female vampires have eggs?
That's the thing. Good question.
Because if they have eggs, that would also imply that they would go through a period.
But then that would just mean infinite food glitch, bro. Yeah. Okay, that's really bad. That's really
Wait,
bad.
isn't that like eating your own?
Well, if you were in a life or death situation, let's say we
God.
lock up a female vampire in a box.
You want to continue this line of thought?
No.
Let's end it there.
Yeah. Cut. Anyway, if they don't produce eggs, then that would go back to the logic of male vampires don't produce sperm. But let's say they do produce eggs, then they would get periods.
That means that a couple of their organs still function, no?
I guess.
Which organs would function?
Definitely. I don't
Like,
think
here's the thing I've been wondering. Where does the blood go?
I guess it just circulates throughout their body. But then they'd be alive, which, okay, I guess they're undead. They're undead.
They're undead, that is the thing. But the question I have is, so do vampires produce waste?
Can vampires...
It's $1 million
Let's
question.
go. Because consumption, the human digestive system. You drink stuff, you piss it out. You eat stuff, yeah. Connect the dots.
We're not explaining that.
Yeah. So, liquid food exists. I don't know how that works. Cause
You would still piss.
you would piss. So they just piss blood. Oh, they just straight up like let it swirl. Another infinite food glitch, which we won't touch up on.
Stop saying infinite food
I'm so sorry.
Don't say.
Let's say it goes out the other way. That means they have infinite diarrhea.
Goes out the other way.
Because we discussed about pissing, but if they go the other way, then that means they just have infinite diarrhea.
I thought you meant otherwise.
Oh, well, that could work.
Do they throw up?
But why would they?
But why would they? That's a good point. Why would they?
Why would they? It's good food.
If vampires are allergic to healing properties, how do they heal?
I guess by blood, but like that doesn't make sense. But you know what makes sense? It's vampire.
If that was the case, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Okay, I guess your theory with they heal by drinking enough blood, I guess.
I don't know. I'm assuming that's what happens because I don't know, man. So vampires can technically starve to death, right? If they don't have enough blood.
Yeah.
That would imply the stomach at least works, right?
Yeah, but in a weird way. Do they have stomach acid? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Imagine a
Do you
vampire
need
with GERD. The poor thing with acid reflux.
Do you need stomach acid to consume blood?
It's just pure hemoglobin, iron, and other stuff. Plasma.
Should we open Google? Maybe.
No.
No. I forgot we were recording for a few seconds.
It's fine. This is good. Anyway.
This is good.
Back to the whole thing. They can technically drink their own venom, right?
I think they technically can.
Now, let's say we put Venom from the MCU.
Once I told you this once, and I'll tell you again. Very different thing.
Yeah, but let's think about it. A symbiote. Venom, the character, like the symbiote Venom, possesses a vampire. Then it wouldn't be beneficial to Venom because he's a symbiote. But like, to a vampire, that's hella sick. You can technically like...
Well, it depends which symbiote, right? Like, what's his name? Carnage?
Yeah, Carnage, blood, right?
Yeah, I think he would benefit at the very least.
I guess.
I don't think Venom would benefit.
Venom does... Okay,
Venom's not the blood, right?
can he eat people?
They all eat people.
Oh, right, they do. So, technically, they can benefit.
But they need a chemical in the brain or something, right?
Do vampires have chemicals in their brains? Because they could technically think.
Are their brains functioning?
Yeah, I mean, if they can move, speak, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, here's the thought. It's technically their bodies are dead. Are they technically a ghost in a corpse?
Okay, but where is the ghost aspect?
I don't know. If their whole body's dead and they're still moving, who knows?
But, like, okay, which vampire mechanism are we going for again?
I forgot.
The original one was
we were talking about Twilight. I don't remember how vampires work
Okay,
in the Dracula novel.
let's say Venom possesses Edward Cullen. Terrifying thought, glistening man, we'll say.
Minute, give me 1 second. Venom possesses Edward Cullen.
Okay, they both benefit in a way.
In a way.
They eat. Well, I don't think Edward eats people, but he could certainly benefit of drinking their blood.
I had a weird thought, but I don't want to indulge in it.
What is it?
The vampire was like in the My Little Pony universe.
Well, vampire bats, I guess, the fruit bats.
Yeah, the fruit bat. So does that mean that the vampires in My Little Pony are vegan?
Well, if it's for the kids, yeah, they probably have to make it vegan.
Okay,
that'd be terrifying for kids.
You act as if the internet cares.
You're right. And they have Hotel Transylvania. The heck am I thinking? MLP got dark.
Okay, Starlight was a cult leader, man.
She was a freaking dictator.
She was
communism.
There's signs and equal sign. It was communism.
She's like, didn't she lead like a concentration camp, or was it?
It was just a cult.
Oh yeah, it was a cult. Uh-huh.
And then they straight up tried to indoctrinate Fluttershy.
Back to the vampire thing. Yeah, vampires are vegan. In MLP verse.
Vampires are vegan. That's the lesson we've learned today, folks. Vampires are vegan.
In the MLP verse.
In the MLP verse, not in real life. Don't test that out.
Back to...
I hope no one would. Moving on.
Back to the fact where that like vampires are technically a type of zombie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of zombies, depending on which depiction. They can be from diseases and stuff.
I think the only difference between vampires and regular zombies is that vampires retain their sense of self, in a way.
Yeah, and they're also tied to more demonic stuff, right?
Yeah, vampires have more demonic stuff. I think it's because vampires were from the more religious eras of time, while zombies are from apocalyptic obsessions.
They're just from creative minds who sought...
Because vampires lean more gothic fantasy, zombies lean more apocalypse, modern day sci-fi.
Mm-hmm. About that Last of Us conversation of zombies, fungal vampires. They could technically latch on to vampires. They're fungi.
I mean, yeah.
They're like fungi that hang onto corpses.
Oh, yeah.
They can grow. So technically, the only thing vampires can't be immune of is whatever Last of Us got going on.
There's so much going on in The Last of Us. Okay, I haven't consumed Last of Us content in a very long time. I just noticed like the fungi grows on. Is it in you?
I have no clue. I haven't dove into that rabbit hole yet. If Twilight vampires get like a fungal infection, would that technically be The Last of Us?
If you put the Cullens in The Last of Us.
Vampires getting a fungal infection. Let's go. I love me some Swarovski fungi.
Oh my god. Swarovski fungi.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? If they get a fungal infection, then technically Twilight could just turn into The Last of Us, but in a less apocalyptic way. Fungi just kind of does its own thing.
Hi, so sorry for the abrupt ending. We never got to record an actual ending for the video, but thank you for listening. This was really fun to make. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.